Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. My name is Johnakin, and this is your Take It Easy flow for the day. We're going to get started in a reclined butterfly position, letting the soles of the feet come in together, letting the knees go to either edges of your mat. Allow the arms to come up and over your head, really just taking up as much space as you'd like. And then we're going to take an inhale through our nose all the way up to the crown of the head, letting the nostrils expand, letting the belly fill up. And then we open mouth and we exhale, letting go of all of the air in our body. Empty out as much as you can. And from that empty space, we're going to take the breath back in through the nose, fill up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, we exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, empty out. Inhale, take it back in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top, hold it. Open mouth, we exhale, let it go. Inhale, let the belly come back up. Let the breath come back in. And then this time, seal the lips, constrict the back of the throat, send the breath back to your nose. Let's bring one hand to our heart, one hand to our belly, continuing that rhythm of in through the nose and out through the nose, feeling it however you need to feel it. Breathing whenever it feels right and necessary for you. Creating your own rhythm and your own pace for your practice today. Let the hands come to the back of the thighs. Draw the knees in towards one another. Extend the arms overhead. Point the toes. Take a big stretch like you're just waking up and trying to get out of bed. Gently, we bring that right knee into our heart. Flexing both feet. Let the right knee come towards the outside of that right rib cage. Still continuing that rhythm of in through the nose and out through the nose. Let the right knee come towards the left side, supine twist. Extending the right hand towards the right side of your mat, relaxing in towards the right shoulder. Breath continues in through the nose and out through the nose. Gently bring that knee back in towards the center. Extend the leg in the air, slight bend in the knee. Maybe you draw that leg towards your body, and then maybe you let it go out a little or a lot towards the right side. Be mindful of the left hip. It's going to kind of want to roll towards the right side. If it does that, bring that leg back in just a little bit. Bending that knee back through the center, we're going to flex that right foot over the left knee, figure 4. Interlacing your fingers on top of your shin or behind your thigh, completely up to you. Really drawing the left knee in towards your heart. And as you exhale, gently plant both feet back on your mat. Let your knees go to the left and right. Extend the right leg, draw the left knee in. Let it come to the outside of that left side body. Guide the left knee over towards the right side, supine twist. Extending that left arm long, looking towards the left fingertips, relaxing into the left shoulder. Not worrying about how much you twist, that does not define your practice. But instead, we're just breathing. That's the focus. In through the nose and out through the nose. Bring that leg back in towards the center. Gently extend the left leg in the air. Keeping a slight bend in that left leg. Maybe you let it come towards your chest, and then maybe you let it come towards the outside edge of that left mat. Bend the knee, draw the knee back into the center. This time, flex the left foot over the right knee, figure 4. Draw the right knee into your heart. Interlacing the fingers on top of the shin or behind your thigh, completely up to you. Lengthen up through the crown of the head, relaxing the shoulders. Both feet plant back on your mat, knees go left to right, letting go of the tension in your lower back. Let both knees come in towards your chest. Let the feet come back towards the back of your mat, finding a brief plow pose. And if plow isn't in your practice, maybe you find some shoulder rocks here. But either way, we're gonna come up towards the top of the mat, coming over those feet, coming to a tabletop. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. Turn those fingertips in towards yourself, slight bend in the elbows. Take the weight back towards the heels, pressing the pads of the fingertips away from the mat. And then all 10 fingers face the top of the mat. And then one palm at a time, we flip the top of our palm over. And you take it to the other side when you're ready. Still breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. We're gonna take our cat-cow tilts here. As you inhale, the belly hangs heavy, the gaze takes you up. And as you exhale, you round the shoulders, looking towards the space in your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, round, look towards the thighs. Try to create space between those shoulder blades. Inhale, we move. Heart comes through the shoulders. Exhale, we round. Just moving with your own breath here. Moving with your own inhales and exhales. As you're ready, we're gonna tuck the toes, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Bending the knees as much as you'd like to. Don't worry about straight legs or flat feet. This is your practice, your way, however you need it, however you want it. Gently pike yourself forward to a high plank. Lowering the knees. Modified plank. Lowering the chin and the heart, coming to an 8-limb pose. Keeping the hips lifted. Gently melt the hips back down to the mat. Plant the hands beside the ribs. Inhale, we roll up, cobra. Exhale, we gently let ourselves melt back down towards the mat. One more time. We press the mat away, send the hips back. Child's pose. Letting the hands come towards the back of our head and neck. Relaxing the forehead on the mat. Setting an intention for our practice today. Something greater than ourselves. Something greater than just yoga poses. Planting those hands back out in front of us, we roll ourselves to a tabletop, only to lift the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Remember, straight legs and flat feet do not define you, and they do not define your practice. Take some organic movement here. Do whatever feels natural and great for you, no matter what it is, no matter if you're sure about what you're doing or not. Just move however you want to. We're gonna meet back in a neutral down dog space. Bending the knees, looking towards the top of the mat, stepping towards the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the crown of your head. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up to the top. Palms meet, gaze follows, because you are your focus. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Feeling yourself rooted through your feet. Understanding that everything is happening from that foundation of your feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold towards the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping it back to a high plank or modified plank. Taking your vinyasa flow here back to your down dog, however that looks for you today. Exhaling back to your down dog is where we'll all meet. And we're just working into our Sun Salutations, both A and B today. So if you already know this, we're just going to move to the rhythm of our own breath today, lengthening up with the right leg, bending the knee, opening the hip, pausing for a moment, keep the right foot flexed. Lengthen back up to our three-legged dog, gently plant that right foot down. Maybe pedaling out the feet here. And then we're going to take it over to the left side. Inhale, left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Pausing for a moment, just letting the hip breathe. Coming back to that three-legged dog, gently plant the left foot down. Looking towards the top of the mat, we step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold forward, looking towards the shins. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Palms meet, gaze follows. Exhale, cactus the arms, letting the heart open. Let the arms come out wide. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. And take your flow back to your down dog. However you'd like to get there. Grounding the knees. Coming to your upward facing dog. Coming to your cobra. Exhaling back to your down dog. Taking a breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. As you're ready, we'll step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Palms meet, gaze follows. Exhale, chair pose, have a seat. And your chair pose doesn't mean that you have to sit super, super low. Take it to wherever it's comfortable for you. Try to think about your two bottom ribs. Can you draw those ribs in? Reaching up through your fingertips as much as you're grounding down through the feet. Exhale, we fold forward, let it go. Look towards the shins. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, you step it back and take your flow. Listening to what your body needs. You don't always have to take a full chaturanga with the high plank. You can take a modified chaturanga. It's still working your breath just as much as it's working your mind. Both options are beautiful. We take it back to our down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping it through. Spinning the left heel down. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Keeping the hips square towards the top of the mat. Cactus the arms, interlace the fingers. Exhale, we fold towards the top of the mat, humble warrior. Keeping that right knee and the right shoulder hugged in towards one another, really letting the entire crown of the head hang heavy. Trust yourself in your feet. Inhale, we rise up, release the bind. Exhale, we plant the hand to frame out the foot. Step it back, high plank. Exhale, your vinyasa. Take it however you need it. Take your time. It doesn't matter if you're ahead of me or behind me. Take your time. Do your thing. This is your practice. This is your journey. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, knee to nose. Gently step it through. Warrior one. Spinning the right heel down this time, 45 degrees. Squaring the hips towards the top of the mat. Taking up as much space as you need to. Exhale, cactus the arms, interlace the fingers. Opening up the heart. Exhale, we fold towards the top of the mat. Humble warrior. Letting the fists come towards the top of the mat, grounding down in the feet. Inhale, we rise up. Releasing the bind with the hands. Exhale, we frame out that left foot. Step the left foot back. Take your chaturanga back to your down dog. Inhaling and exhaling with your breath. Where's the breath? Where's the intention? Getting back to your down dog however you need to. And then we'll all meet in a child's pose with the fingers reaching out in front of us. Hips sitting back towards the heels, knees as far apart as you need them. Forehead is resting on your mat. Maybe even returning to a natural rhythm of breathing, however that feels for you. On your next inhale, allow yourself to come up through your tabletop, lifting the hips, taking it back to a down dog space. From your down dog, we step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Let the feet come out about hip width distance, bending those knees so that the belly can rest on the thighs, allowing yourself to grab opposite hand, opposite elbow. Maybe there's a sway here, but as you're letting your entire upper body hang heavy, can you let everything roll off the crown of your head? All the things that you've been holding on to, all the things you've been worried about, stressed out about, can you just let it roll off the crown of your head for just one exhale? Leave it on the mat. Gently release the bind, bring the big toes back into touch. Gently bend the knees, bring the forehead to the knees. Let the glutes and the ankles come in together, rounding the shoulders. And then letting yourself take a seat on your mat. Extending those feet out in front of you, flexing the toes towards your face, sitting up nice and tall, separating the sitting bones. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we fold towards the toes, leading with the crown of the head, not worrying about how close you get towards those legs. Instead, just allowing yourself to feel the stretch. Inhale, we gently roll ourselves all the way up, letting those feet extend out to a seated, wide-legged fold. So not quite 100% of where you want to be at, but maybe just 50%. Inhale the arms up. Allow yourself to take a flat back fold towards the toes, hovering the belly, and eventually maybe allowing yourself to rest the belly all the way down. Trying to keep the feet flexed. Inhale, we roll it back up. Let that left hand come towards that right thigh, reaching up and over towards the left foot. Trying to keep the shoulder rolled open, keeping the heart open, looking up towards the ceiling. We bring it back through the center and switch. Take the right hand over towards the left thigh. Reach the left arm over towards the right toes. Inhale, we take it back up. Gently bring those feet back in close towards one another. Let yourselves come all the way down to your back. Keeping the knees in close towards your heart. And just let those knees go left to right for a moment. Massaging out that lower back. And then eventually, we bring those toes back towards the top of our mat. Optional plow pose, optional shoulder stand, optional shoulder rock, anything that's going to make you feel great at this moment. Bridge pose, wheel, whatever you need. Let the knees come towards the armpits, flexing the soles of the feet, finding your happy baby pose. Or happy Thursday or Monday, whatever day it is for you. Happy birthday. As it feels great for you, gently release those feet. Knees stay into the chest, extending those arms out to either edges. Both knees go towards the left side. Option to eagle wrap your legs here or reach for that top foot as you look towards the right hand. Option to just stay in that original supine twist position. Relaxing into the right shoulder, noticing how much space you've created there compared to when we first took this. Inhale, we gently bring the knees back in through the center. And then we exhale both knees over towards the right, looking towards the left fingers this time. Option to extend that top leg, reaching for the left toes, or take an eagle wrap of the legs, wrapping that top leg on the bottom. Let the left shoulder be heavy. Inhale, both knees come back in towards the center. Bring the forehead to the knees. Allow yourself to give yourself a big hug. Tell yourself thank you so much for showing up today. And then let the forehead come back down towards your mat. And find your most comfortable Shavasana space, however you want to end your practice. But however you do it, take up all the space that you need. Spread out as much as you'd like to. Take a big inhale through your nose. Fill up one more time. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Allow these last couple of moments to just come back to your intention. Come back to how you need to show up in your day today. Come back to that affirmation, that goal that you're trying to set, that habit that you're trying to implement. Come back to your breath. Come back to yourself. Slow it down. Give yourself a couple more moments to seal that intention for your day today. And as it makes the most sense for you when you're ready, maybe you start to wiggle your toes and circle out your ankles and just take small movements of your body. And then if you like, you can roll off to the right or the left, taking a moment to pause in your sleeping Buddha, bending the knees, cradling the head. Allowing yourself a moment to show gratitude for the work that you did today and the practice and the teachings that came before us so that we're able to practice. And as you're ready, we're gently going to press up to the top of our mat. Hands collected at heart center in a comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to practice with me and to trust me with your journey and to trust me with your practice. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your week. And please remember that you are absolutely prepared and capable for anything and everything that comes your way. Thank you.